So what is the process you use for formulating new ideas in the organization?
Well, we I do a lot of that within the leadership meetings that we talked about. So a lot of times people know within the group that if they have an idea on something they want to do, they should go to the student leaders and sort of I'll hear these ideas within the leadership meetings. But sometimes like last year in cross country, there were a couple practices you could just sort of feel the team was getting tired of doing the same old thing every time. So I would ask if anybody had any fun ideas. Jordan actually contributed to one idea, and the captains liked it, and everybody else on the team seemed to like the idea of it.
What is that?
It's like an Indian run.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I like. It's just making the slower people work too hard and the faster people not work hard enough. But it was fun. It was towards the end of the year. In Enactus, we have as we've gotten bigger, I've had to focus more on like organization, like how do we keep this thing organized so that there's not just information flying everywhere. And we've gotten very routine about our meetings, how they're set up. The first 30 minutes are sort of like a weekly rundown of club business, what's going on. And then the other 30 minutes, the second 30 minutes of our meetings, we just do a bunch of different things. Just like this Monday, we want a pizza party, so that's going to be our pizza party for the next 30 minutes. But several times throughout the year, that is when we say, we want to be an entire club. We don't want to just be a group of leaders that tells you guys what to do. Let's kick around some ideas on how we can make our group better. And
yeah, like brainstorming sessions.
Yeah, like so like this T-shirt, like this was completely designed in one of those brainstorming meetings. So a couple of the new Enactus students that weren't in a leadership role at all really wanted the T-shirt to look a certain way, have a certain color scheme, and they were
black and yellow here. Yeah. I know this looks like, hey, this guy's cool.
Yeah, I know. I think it looks like a print,
yeah.
they're black and they have a very similar yellow symbol. But that was, just a small group of enthusiastic students really liked that idea, and they got, 30-some people last semester to buy in and say, yeah, let's do it. And I've been against those T-shirts, not necessarily that design, but the T-shirts in general, the whole time I've been here, because we don't get, in our budget, we get money for polo shirts.
Yeah, they're trying to be professional.
Yeah, and so I've been against those T-shirts, and they convinced me that the students would want those T-shirts enough that they'd pay for them. So we actually fronted the money out of our Enactus student group funding, and bought the T-shirts, and we bought, I don't remember how many we bought, but 2/3 of them were sold now. People came in and bought shirts. Yeah, so it worked out. It's
you wear that when you compete?
No, we'll have in the competition we'll wear suits.
Okay.
But like when we even go, if we do an on-campus presentation, they'll do it in polo shirts. They won't do it in T-shirts. They just bought those mostly like recruiting events, going to basketball games, going to class, even just something to show, this is our group. They made a good point that these were our old polo shirts, and they just weren't. They served a purpose, but they weren't particularly cool. Like kids weren't wearing them to class, you know what I mean? And they said part of the reason that we are having such a hard time recruiting is that people just don't know who we are. People don't even know we exist as an organization on campus, and the best way to do that would just be to start wearing stuff around.
Right. And probably if someone was just wearing a polo around like that, it would be a little nerdy.
Well,
a little more formal.
We started wearing those for like our events, and shortly after that, like media and marketing and several of the offices on campus started wearing very similar polos that are red and just say Indiana University Kokomo. So we actually started to look like we were just workers, which didn't help the whole like cool factor. And
right.
Students asking, hey, how do I get one of those? Oh, work at the Welcome Center. But yeah, so I think that as the organization gets bigger, it's going to be tougher to make sure that a brand new person that just comes in feels like their ideas are going to be heard equally to one of the officers or me. But hopefully we can keep some semblance of that.
So final thing, is there anything that you would like to say just about inspiring a shared vision in the organization? Just in general, like kind of a summary of how you inspire others as a leader in the organization.
I think I said a lot of it in
Just like a
the
summary.
questions last week.
Yeah.
And it was basically just that the best way to have a shared vision is to set that together. Make it more of like a team of leaders, not, you know, me defining a vision and then trying to get buy-in. It's much easier if we all sit down and figure out what we want to accomplish and then that's our vision. So that would be what I would say.
Alright, well, thank you very much. And this is week 2 with Jason Van Alstyne. And what are your leadership titles again?
Well, I'm the faculty advisor for Enactus, head coach of cross country, and I'm the chair of the curriculum committee in the school of business.
Alright, well there you have it.